Smooth, calculated, consistent. Those three words describe Todd Szegedy. The 2003 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion was looking to get another championship ring for the 2011 campaign. However, those three characteristics I previously mentioned would cost Szegedy the championship in 2011. Starting the season off at Thompson in the Icebreaker 150, Todd Szegedy's team would make the switch from chassis dynamics race cars to Troyer race cars. He would use the new Troyer race cars chassis generation with car owner Mike Smeriglio III. With fresh, updated equipment in a well-financed team with a seasoned veteran, there was no doubt Szegedy had the tools to achieve his goal of a second NASCAR championship. However, the season started off slow. For the first two races of 2011, Szegedy finished 22nd at Thompson and 24th after a crash at Stafford. However, he qualified second in both races to start the season off. He would get back on track after the third race of the season at Stafford with a 6th place finish. However, he was back in 15th place in the championship standings, 167 points back from then point leader Rowan Pennick with no bonus points to help him. Szegedy's main competition would be from Ronnie Silk. Silk won race 3 after leading all the laps. However, as the summer approached, so did Szegedy's strength and consistency. Szegedy would lead from green to checker and win race 4 at Monadnock in dominating fashion. He had a max points day and jumped to 9th in the standings. He would follow this up with a 6th place finish at the June Thompson 125 race, moving to 7th in the standings. Race 6 at New Hampshire would see Szegedy encumber a win after originally finishing second to Ryan Newman after NASCAR found an illegal engine modification was done. As a result, Szegedy moved to 5th in the standings and consistently approached the championship leaders as the team with the most firepower. At race 7 at Riverhead, Szegedy would follow up the win with a 2nd place finish. However, he was unable to lead a lap, so no bonus points were awarded, and his rival Ron Silk finished just behind him in 3rd. He still moved to 3rd in the standings, just 91 points off the new point leader of Silk. Unfortunately, at race 8 at Stafford, he would finish a dismal 14th, while all his rivals would finish in the top 5, dropping him to 4th in the standings. The next race at New Hampshire would severely help Szegedy keep his championship hopes alive, as he finished 3rd in a 3-wide finish, although he was unable to lead a lap. His rivals were involved in accidents and didn't finish well. He moved to 3rd in the standings and was just 81 points behind the leader. This was a 29-point swing between races. Race 10 was huge for Szegedy. He was able to get bonus points and cut the point margin down to 57 after finishing 3rd at Bristol. He had a good car, just not quite good enough to hold off Ryan Newman for the win. Unfortunately, the next race at the inaugural Delaware 150 in Canada, Szegedy finished 3rd and moved to 2nd in points, but Ronnie Silk won, extending his points lead from Szegedy to 77 points. In the return to Thompson, Szegedy would again cut into Silk's lead by finishing 5th to Silk's 9th, bringing the margin to 60 points. Race 13 was the biggest moment for Szegedy. He would win at the Lime Rock Park road course, while Silk would limp to a 15th place finish. As a result, Szegedy would take over the point lead by 12 points heading into the final 3 races of the season. Race 14 at New Hampshire would see Silk and Szegedy finish 1, 2. However, Szegedy was yet again unable to lead a lap and get those valuable bonus points for leading a lap. The margin was cut to 8 points as they head back to Stafford for the fall final. During the Stafford fall final, Szegedy had a great race going. He was in the top 10 for most of the day. However, someone put the bumper to Szegedy, and the mild-mannered Szegedy didn't give the bumper back to him. Then late in the race, with 4 laps to go, he would be involved in an accident with the left front tire going down. He would finish a poor 21st, while Silk salvaged a 7th place finish, stealing the point lead heading into the finale at Thompson. The finale for the 2011 season was one for the record books. The Thompson Speedway World Series 150 saw mayhem on lap 53, where championship leader Ron Silk was involved in an accident in turn 2 and went 5 laps down. Szegedy was leading while this took place and took over the points lead as they ran. However, Silk's team never gave up, and with just 2 laps to go, yes, 2 laps, the unthinkable happened. Szegedy was involved in a wreck which destroyed his car and sent the race into overtime. At first, Szegedy was still the point leader because so many cars were laps down and Silk was now 4 laps down. Due to there being 3 attempts needed to complete the race under a green-white checker finish, Silk gained all the spots he needed to secure his first ever championship. Silk won the championship by 76 points. As a Todd Szegedy fan myself, I wonder what the standings would look like if Szegedy was able to start the season off a bit better. What would it look like if he could have just received a few more bonus points for leading laps? What would it look like if Szegedy was a bit more aggressive on the track to the drivers that banged wheels with him? What if he never was wrecked with 2 laps to go in the final race, and there were no green-white checkered finishes? What if, in 2011, Todd Szegedy captured his missing ring so long from the speedway